What's up, Grand Star Legion? This is cdrom1019, and today I'm bringing you a speed run of the original Super Mario World, the SNES version, not the Game Boy version, the version with the brighter color palette. This is the one we're playing. And I'm going to give you a speed run, route that I find the quickest to defeating this game. Should take us roughly about 20 minutes. We're not going to be setting any world records, probably not, but I'm aiming to show you some pretty cool gameplay and maybe you'll learn something. So we're starting a brand new file, and here we go. Welcome everyone to Dinosaur Land. So, by the way, this is an any percent run. We're not doing 96 exit, not doing 100%. This is any percent run, and this is also glitchless. By glitchless, I mean, I might take advantage of one other glitch in the programming, but by glitchless, I mean I'm not using any glitched items to skip any levels. I'm not cheating. Right off the bat, you're going to notice that when we get to Yoshi's Island, I'm going straight for Yoshi's Island 2, as we're in right now. That is because we are going for a Switchless run. It is possible to defeat this game without the blue, green, red, and believe it or not, the yellow switch. So we're going to do this completely Switchless. Whoops. That's alright, we're just starting. I'm not going to get Yoshi, he's not going to help me move any faster. In fact, he's probably just going to slow me down. So we're just going to keep on running here. As you can see, we're already at the end of the level. And bam. Missed the 40 by a little bit, but that's alright. Not the smoothest start, but that's alright. Yoshi's Island 3, here we go. This is a level, they put some Yoshi eggs in this level. I'm not entirely certain why. This is a level that is absolutely not optimized for Yoshi. So if I happen to hit one of the blocks with the Yoshi egg, that's one of them. I'm not going to hit it. I will be completely ignoring him. It's not going to help me at all. In fact, like I said, it'll just slow me down. I don't need to do any Yoshi jumps. I'm pretty proficient in this level. I will probably be getting a fire... I'm going to get the fire flower out of this box here. Yoshi's Island is probably the only area in which you'll be seeing me utilize the fire flower. It's not the power-up of choice for this entire game, as opposed to the feather. You will soon see why. I'm going to play it safe on a few jumps here. I'm going to ignore that green block. That's not going to help. It's only got a few coins in it. And bam. That brings us to Yoshi's Island 4. Again, another level that having a Yoshi isn't exactly helpful in. I'm gonna get this fire flower as a spare in case I need it. I'm gonna ignore this blue pipe. That doesn't make me go through this level any faster. However, I will be stopping to get this switch right here. That'll help me maybe rack up a few lives after I get this star. That's also extremely helpful when navigating this part, because now that I have this star, I don't have to worry about losing the power-up to any stupid obstacles, which helps us blast right through the rest of this level, and bam. This brings us to Iggy's Castle. Yoshi can't come in here with us anyway, so that's not much of a problem. Iggy's Castle is by far the easiest castle. It's kind of fun to give these little Koopas a bonk here, get some extra points. I mean, we're not going for a high score or anything, but it's just kind of fun. I know it's a very simple level, but it's important not to get completely overzealous. I did once, that didn't end well for me. Run through here, and we're into everyone's favorite room in the entire game, the Auto-Scroller Crusher. You can tell I'm being totally facetious. Everyone hates this room. A few extra points there, why not? I'm gonna not go for that block yet. I don't want to get hit. Alright, and we run across here, and we fight Iggy. Hi, Iggy, how's it going? Okay, bye, Iggy. And that's the end of Yoshi's Island. Mario has defeated the demented Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend, who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Donut Land. So Donut Land is where things start to change a little bit. Every avid Super Mario World player knows that there's two types of levels. There's yellow and red levels. Yellows are normal, nothing really special about them, but the red levels have two exits, a normal and a special exit. That's important to keep in mind because we're going to be looking for mostly the special exits as of this point forward. So now we get our feather, the best power-up in the game, by far. We're going to take a running start here and launch ourselves into the air. And we're going to keep ourselves in the air. Now, interesting thing about inputs here, I wouldn't call it broken per se, but if you're good at timing your inputs, you can actually gain height with the feather. That's important to us right now because of how we need to access this exit. Because we don't have the green exit, we need to go over this pipe, dive bomb right here, grab this key, and go into the keyhole. Just like that. Again, if we had the green switch, which we're not going for, that would be a simple matter of running up a wall. This leads us to Donut Secret, a water level, everyone's favorite. The cape here kind of helps because you can manipulate the hitbox when you're descending, make it a little easier to hit some people. The only reason this level's kind of tricky is because of the Rip Van Fish, probably the most hated enemy in the game for me. Can't stand them, they just follow you, they're just totally inconvenient. Flower there, I'm going to avoid that. Comes Rip, we're going to try to get away from him. We're going to grab this P-switch, we're going to use it to swim, go over here, we're going to try and be careful about these fish over here. There's a Rip, I'm going to try and manipulate his position. There we go. So we're going to drop it right here, we're going to give it a hit, go right here, hit this box, grab our key, and right into the keyhole. And that's Donut Secret. This brings us to the Donut Secret house. Oh boy, ghost houses. Everyone loves these. So, initially, at first glance, this ghost house might be a little tricky. But when you know the secrets or know the ways around, it's actually not that difficult. We're going to hit this P-switch, grab this spring, use it to jump over the atomic boo, and go through this door. I'm going to ignore that block, not going to help us. Go through the circle here. This block is just a bunch of coins. Alright, so, you see a key outline over here. To most people who played ghost houses before, that indicates the location of a door after a switch. Very true. We are not, however, going to be taking that door. It will lead us in a circle. There's another door right there. We're not taking that one either. We're going to hit this switch, we're going to hit this block, and we're going to climb up here, and we're going to access the secret door right here. This brings us to an atomic boo fight. 3 hits and this sucker's gone. Be very careful on these fights because there is a bottomless pit on the bottom. I'm going to grab my flower here because I just whiffed one of my attacks. If you're not careful about how many blocks you're picking up, you will drop yourself into a bottomless pit, so be very mindful and careful of that. 3 hits and that sucker's gone. Goodbye. So some of you at this point might be asking me, why do this game this way? Well, here's why. We've just unlocked the Star Road exit. This might not mean anything to you yet, but I guarantee you Star Road is very important for finishing this game quickly. Here we go, Star World number 1. This level is actually pretty useful for picking up a few items. But I'm here to finish this level the quickest way possible right now, which is going to be over here and grabbing the key. And I think I might have just whiffed it, actually. Yeah, I did. I was 1 block too far away. That's alright. This is a pretty simple level anyway. We're going to be coming back to this level on a few occasions. and you'll see why. Maybe we'll grab a few extra lives on the way down. No, we won't, because I whiffed the position again. If you don't get it right the first time when you're playing this game, don't worry. It did take a little bit for me. It takes a little bit of practice. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna finish this. Alright, so what did I accomplish there? To be honest, nothing. I finished that level, and all that does is give me the ability to go in that level and quickly exit as I need. Nice, but doesn't really help. In fact, that brings me back down here. So we're going to go back in that world. And this time, we're going to try and get this level right. We're going to go over here. I'm going to hug this wall this time. This position right about here should work. It does. And there's the key. Now, I'm going to go back to Star World 1 really quick and stock up on a few helpful items. Helpful meaning non-mushrooms, non-fire flowers. You guessed it, we're looking for the feather. Thankfully, there is a feather located scenic right here. So we're taking this, we're going to quick exit, and then I'm going to go back into the level and grab another one for safekeeping. And I might come back here and do it again. Now, I mentioned Glitchless earlier. Here's one of the glitches I was talking about. Not sure if many people know about that, but a little quick way down. Gotta be very careful in this level. I once glitched myself into the wall. Wasn't pretty. It killed me instantly, so you want to make sure you absolutely do not do that. Maybe I'll be able to show you the glitch on a little better later. It didn't work too well. Here's Star World 2. Here's our blue Yoshi best friend in the whole wide world. And I'll explain why later. We're going to swim up high so we can try to avoid some of these Rip Van fish, which I'm not doing a very good job of doing. I think they wake up easier to a Yoshi around. I'm not sure why. I know everyone hates water levels. I do too. Believe it or not, this is actually a pretty simple level. Just keep away from the fish. In fact, if you keep up high, there's really not much that's going to get in your way. You'll be able to swim through it pretty quickly. Then we're going to come down here. There's the exit pipe. We're not taking the pipe. In fact, we're going to go right under this and bypass this wall here. And that brings us the key. On to Star World 3. And here is what everyone likes to consider the easiest level in the game. No, I'm not kidding. There's the goal right there. But we're not going to take that goal. Oh, darn. Well, that stinks. I'm going to grab this block. We're going to not click it to off his cloud here. We're going to get back on our Yoshi. Although it's... Whoop! Come back here, you swine. And we're going to use this cloud and go right up over here. And hit the keyhole. Easy, easy. Now, I'm going to need to go back and get some feathers later, but I can finish this without the feather right now. The reason I've called the blue Yoshi our best friend in the whole world, well, if you've played with the green Yoshi before, then one of the status effects you might remember is that he kind of changes an ability based on what color shell he has in his mouth. The blue being the wings. The blue Yoshi... well, always has the same status effect. No matter what color shell you have in its mouth, he's always got wings, and that's why he's our best friend. Easy flying. He does, however, have a tendency to swallow that shell, which he just did. Gotta be very careful of that. That's alright, we're already where we want to be. Now, because I don't have my, my feather, we're gonna grab a green shell and go down here. Spit this shell out in this... Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well. It's alright, I need some items anyway. Gotta be careful. You can see how things like that can go wrong if you're overzealous. And I was very overzealous at that point. Now that I'm without a Yoshi and without a cape, I'm gonna go back and get my backup items. Which should only take a matter of seconds, thankfully. There's our first feather. I'm going to go back and grab another one now. Having the cape makes getting the second feather easier. Let's see if I can do that glitch for you guys. No, not here. Let's see if I can do it here. Oh, I did it, but I killed myself in the process. That's what I mentioned. Got to be very careful about that. I'll be honest, thankfully that doesn't happen very often, but like I said, when it does, it's pretty inconvenient. Again, I'm gonna go back and get another one. Oh, wow. Alright, there we go. Oh, I did it again. So, pro tip, if you're going to try and do that glitch, you're going to want to try it in the opposite direction of which I'm doing, because that is not helping me at all. And the only reason I'm so adamant in getting this feather, well, you'll kind of see why later. The more feathers I have on my arsenal, the more helpful it'll be. Screwing up my time, I would have been closer to beating the game by now if I hadn't been through this. There's one. Alright, we got 2 feathers. Now we're going to go back and get our blue best friend Yoshi again. Pretty simple recipe, just let him hatch and grab the star. And he's a full-grown adult. Alright. We got the pieces. Now let's go back to Start World 4. Again, why am I not flying to this? Well, it's much simpler with the blue Yoshi at this point, considering I don't have any of the blocks, or the switches. Such as the consequences for going switchless, but that's alright. Like I said, because of our best friend blue Yoshi, we don't really need him. We do just need to pay careful attention to when he's about to swallow the shell, like he just did. Again, the red shell we don't want. We want the green one. Well, I mean, at this point it's okay because I've got a feather. So I'll take any shell, come right over here. Spit out the green shell. I missed it again, but that's okay. I've got a feather this time. I'm going to take our blue Yoshi with us for reasons. I don't know why. And that brings us to the location we want to be at. Now, I'm going to save state here because after we finish the game, I'm going to show you something kind of cool. And we're going to take the Star Road, and look at that, we're at Bowser's Castle. Right at the front door. Yoshi can't come with us, unfortunately, but that's alright, and we're going to blast through Bowser's Castle right now. We're going to start by going through door number 2. The reason well, there's multiple phases to Bowser's Castle, and in Phase 1, door 2 is the easiest to take. It's the easiest and shortest, as you can see there. Really simple. Now we're going to run all the way through Bowser's Castle down to door number 8. Door 8 because I found this to be the easiest. There's a lot of jumping jacks in this room, so you gotta be very careful about them. Thankfully, they are not impervious to the cape. That's why I find this room the easiest. Just like that, we're in Phase 3, the Dark Room. We're gonna hit this block here, so we can see, and we can afford to make a few reckless jumps because we've got our cape. The cape, however, does not work against the Mecha Koopas, so we gotta be very careful about that. Once you're through that, cross this bridge. And we're gonna fight the King of Evil, Bowser. Here comes the Teacup Copter. The Bowser fight is actually pretty simplistic. He's got 3 phases, the first of which will swoop down low like that. As long as you don't jump, you can't get hurt. That's important to note because that propeller on the Teacup Copter is death. Do not touch. That's 1 hit. And we're going to aim for the second right now. Missed. Alright, let's try it again. Boom. Whoops, wasn't paying attention there. He threw out another Mecha Koopa. That's okay, that's why we have this. That Mecha Koopa might become handy, though, if I keep my eye on him. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Peach is gonna give us a little helpful hand here. Thanks for the pick-me-up. Come here, you. I'm not done. We're gonna score a free hit. That'll help. Now, Phase 2, you can actually manipulate his position. Important to note because he's got this really annoying cannonball attack. You gotta be careful of him because if you're not, you can get sandwiched between the cannonball and the propeller. Not pretty. Don't want that to happen. After 2 cannonballs, he's gonna drop us a few toys. And because I've already gotten 1 free hit on him, this will be a pretty simple phase. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this one, see if I can get another free hit. Gotta be careful, he can go live at any moment. Here comes the fire rain. Also be aware of that. That Koopa's coming live. Good. Alright, let's score a free hit. There's 1. This is Phase 3 of Bowser. That is 1 pissed off Teacup Copter. Be very careful. Try not to get hit. And game over. I'll take that princess back. All things considered, that fight actually went pretty smoothly. I didn't make it with both my feathers intact, but that's okay. I'll be happy with the Super Mario Cape finish. Mario's adventure is over. Mario, the Princess Yoshi, and his friends are going to take a vacation. Aww. So that's that. That's the quickest way I know to beat the game. Not my smoothest run, but not bad. I'll take it. Flaws aside. So now I'm going to load a state here and show you something kind of cool. Some people know of Star Road's existence, but not many people know of the Secret World. Normally you can't get to the Secret World without all of the switches intact, but because we have our best friend the Blue Yoshi, there is one other way to get there. So we're going to take him up in the air. We're going to fly high. I'm going to keep my eye on him, actually, because he will swallow the feather until I get to where I want to be. Or swallow the cape, rather, or the shell, rather. This is safe. Alright, good. Now we're up in the air. So this is where the yellow switch would be. There's the greens. There's the reds. And the blue's where I need to be here. Normally I couldn't get there, but look at this. Fly right through there, grab this key. And we unlock the Secret World. These levels are hard. These are very tricky levels, and next time I'll show you how to get through all these. Disclaimer, I will probably die a lot. But for the time being, that's the quickest way I know to beat Super Mario World. Hey, thanks for watching. Check out some of the other videos on the Grand Star Legion. Until then, I'm the New York Gamers Federation's very own cdrom1019, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. For more awesome gameplay videos, just check out the Grand Star Legion YouTube channel. More awesomeness awaits you. To get more about the Grand Star Legion and the YouTube Rangers, check out the official YTR forums. Just click here. Hey, I'm cdrom1019. If you haven't had enough of me, check out my YouTube channel, TechnoGeek. Just click here. If you're a gamer and born in the great state of New York, check out the New York Gamers Federation. Just click here.